It's official. In an upcoming episode of The New York Times Presents, they are going to be examining our one and only pop queen, Miss Britney Spears, and not only her rise to success, but her long time, now 13-year battle fight to be free from her conservatorship and her father's control of her life. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is time for another Free Britney video. It has been a very long time since I've given you guys any updates, so we are not only going to be talking about the new docu-series episode coming out next week, but some updates that have happened since my last Free Britney video. If you are new to Free Britney, in a nutshell, Britney has been under a conservatorship for 13 years now. After her public meltdown in 2007, she was put under what was supposed to be a temporary conservatorship. Her father, Jamie Spears, up until recently has been her primary conservator, meaning that he has had complete control over her life and all of her decision making for the past 13 years. Not only did Britney not have a good relationship with her father growing up or throughout her career, but he also hired other people onto her conservatorship team that don't have the best intentions for Britney. So it's kind of ironic he is now in control of her life. Under this conservatorship, she is not allowed to vote, drive, get married, have children. All of these things adults should be able to do without the permission of her father. If you want a more in-depth breakdown of the Free Britney movement, you can check out my video I posted in late October. I will link it in this video. I will also link some other Free Britney resources that I use all the time to come up with my resources. One of them in particular being my YouTube friend, I guess you could say, because we talk now, Sloan, SL04N. He has the most Free Britney videos I have seen on the internet. After I posted my first video, he was super kind and reached out to me and just told me that he watched my video, which meant a lot to me. So be sure to check him out. Considering my last video was all the way in October, there have been a lot of updates since then. In November of 2020, Britney's longtime business manager, Lou Taylor, decided to resign. According to reports, this was without any notice to Britney or her team over allegedly the backlash she has been receiving from Britney's fans and the Free Britney movement. If you want to know more about Lou Taylor, like I said, I touch on her a bit in my video, but Sloan has a lot of great in-depth videos about Lou Taylor. She has a bit of a shady past, not only in Britney's conservatorship and what she did to her, but other people that she has affected. One of them being Courtney Love herself, Kurt Cobain's wife, has said that Lou actually also tried to get her into a conservatorship as well. So Courtney herself has been speaking up for Britney and talking about why she's worried for her. Britney also appeared back in court in November of 2020. During this hearing, she had petitioned to have her father removed from the conservatorship. Unfortunately, the court denied her motion and extended the conservatorship temporarily until February of 2021. I use temporary very loosely because obviously temporary has gone on for 13 years now. Britney's lawyer, Samuel Ingham, said that Britney has said herself she is scared of her father, Jamie, and that she refuses to perform until he steps down. Although it seems like recently Sam is coming to Britney's defense and trying to bring light of some case scenarios in her conservatorship that don't make sense. For over a decade of the conservatorship, he really did nothing to help Britney fight this, and now he's changing his tune. The other thing I'd like to point out about Sam is under Britney's conservatorship, she cannot appoint herself an attorney. So this is a court-appointed attorney that she has been using for over a decade now. With all that being said, let's jump into more details about the docu-series. Framing Britney Spears is said to be focusing on Britney Spears, her conservatorship, her career, and how the media handled her crisis. Red Arrow Studios, the parent company of the co-producers Left/Right, I hope I said that right, said that it would feature people close to her, including her lawyers who are involved in the conservatorship. Her case has turned into, and I quote, a court battle that has reawakened her fandom and raised pressing questions about mental health and an individual's rights. In my original Free Britney video, I actually touched on this a bit. What I think that sometimes we forget to understand was not so long ago, there wasn't a mass amount of social media and people using that as a platform. During Britney's height of her career, it was all the paparazzi who had that control in their hands, and they took advantage of Britney. Absolutely. I think if Britney's mental health crisis would have taken place in modern day, she would have been treated with a lot more kindness, compassion compared to 2007 when she became a joke. Given her circumstances, anyone would have been put on the verge of a mental breakdown. An article from the BBC states, the film promises to re-examine her career and offers a new assessment of the movement rallying against her court-mandated conservatorship, capturing the unsavory dimensions of the American pop star machine. The 30-second trailer features interviewees talking about her disgusting treatment, saying that the star accepted that the conservatorship was going to happen, but she didn't want her father to be the conservator. All right, you guys, I just wanted to pop on the internet and go through some articles with you guys. Britney Spears' inner circle makes a case for her conservatorship to end in a new documentary. The 6th episode of the New York Times Presents, titled Framing Britney Spears, features interviews with insiders, including the Princess of Pop's longtime family friend and former assistant, Felicia Coletta, I hope I'm saying that right, the Jive Records marketing executive who helped shape her career, Kim Kamen, also hope I'm saying that right, various journalists and photographers who have covered Spears 39 over the years, and lawyers who have been involved in the conservatorship. The 75-minute film takes viewers through the Louisiana native's childhood, her days on Star Search, and the all-new Mickey Mouse Club. Her romantic relationships with Justin Timberlake, Kevin Federline, her infamous breakdown in the mid-2000s, her comeback, and the indefinite work hiatus that has been on since 2019 as she fights for control of her life and money. In February 2008, Spears' father, Jamie Spears, was named the conservator of her person and her estate. The Toxic singer's mother, Lynn Spears, is considered to be an interested party in the conservatorship, though she has never had a formal role like her ex-husband. Lynn, 65, however, indicated that she is on Britney's side in terms of loosening constraints. The Through the Storm author's attorney, Gladstone Jones, said in a November 2020 court hearing, Lynn believes it is now time to start fresh given the circumstances of Britney's request to remove Jamie. So when I said earlier that they didn't have a good relationship growing up, this just goes to prove my point further. Jamie was not as present as Lynn early on. Nancy Carson, the talent agent who helped Britney land on an off-Broadway role in New York City as a child, recalls seeing Jamie around Britney much less than Lynn in the early 1990s. Jamie visited from time to time and was anxious to see this time be worthwhile, just so he could justify the money that it was costing to do this, Carson says. Former Jive executive Kamen, meanwhile, tells viewers that Lynn supported Britney's music career while Jamie was seemingly absent, which is hilarious because now he is profiting off of Britney's profits. Her mother would do whatever it took, personally and for the family's sake, for Britney to be a star. Kamen recounts, I never talked to the father. The only thing Jamie ever said to me was, my daughter's going to be so rich, she's going to buy me a boat. That's all I'm going to say about Jamie. Well, that probably about sums it up right there. Britney was never a puppet. Kevin, oh my goodness, these last names are getting me. Kevin Kevin T, we'll call him Kevin, who worked as one of Britney's backup dancers in the prime of her career, contends in the film that she was definitely in control of a lot of decisions while on tour. The idea that Britney is a puppet who just gets moved around and gets told what to do is incredibly inaccurate, he says. When I was involved in all of those years, we would present a lot of ideas. She would have to like them and she would have to approve them. She was the boss, which again, just goes to show that the whole allegation that she has dementia, it makes no sense when she is able to be in control of her tour, be in control of remembering dance moves. Also said this earlier on, Britney did not get to choose her own lawyer. Britney will speak out one day. I sure hope so. At the end of the documentary, Coletta says she is confident that fans will get to hear from Britney again. I know at some point she will tell her story. I know she will, she says. And I am so grateful for when that point comes, that she's able to sit down and everything will fall into place. I really hope so, guys. I would love to hear from Britney herself and just talk about it from her side, because right now she's really not allowed to do any talking. And I also saw a TikTok recently where someone was alleging that they had been on her marketing team at some point
and that basically she has no control over her phone or her social media aside from the posts that she gives them. And if you've seen her social media, you can tell that they just reuse a lot of old content because Britney's pretty much trapped in her house, which is so sad. Now we are going to watch the trailer, and I hope I don't get in trouble for showing this for any copyright things, but YouTube is funny, so let's see.
Britney was so focused. This is a girl that's coming from strength.
People became fascinated with her sort of unraveling.
How we treated her was disgusting.
She accepted the conservatorship was going to happen, but she didn't want her father to be conservative. Anytime there's that amount of money to be made, you have to question the motives of everyone.
Why is her dad making all of her decisions? Why is she still in this?
Wow, that was a lot. I'm really interested to watch this to see how it portrays Britney's conservatorship, her career, how the media handled it, also the people that they interview. It is hard though because it's not coming from Britney herself, which we said she's not able to do that at this point. I pray that there is a day where she can speak out on this for herself, but when you put it in a third party's hands, it's really hard to tell where this will go. The trailer that we just watched together seems promising, but again, it was only a 45-second trailer. We'll have to wait and see, but my gut is telling me to have hope. I really hope that this does bring awareness to Britney's conservatorship, her battle for freedom, and how conservatorships can be toxic if they are given to the wrong person and put in the wrong hands. That's all the updates we have. I'm going to do my best to do more consistent updates with you guys. I think it would be interesting to talk about it afterwards, what we got from it, maybe what we thought it lacked, if we thought it was biased to a certain degree. This premieres next Friday, exactly a week from now on February 5th. I want to hear your thoughts down below. What are you thinking about this? Are you skeptical? Are you hopeful? Will you be tuning in to watch this like me? If you'd like some more free Britney content, I will leave the creators and the links down below. Make sure to check out my last free Britney video if you would like more information. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and for being a part of this movement with me. I can't wait to talk with you guys after this releases next week.